Welcome back to the Chicago White Sox draft-only franchise. So we wrapped up the draft, the All-Star break, futures game, trade deadline last episode. We got to see our draft picks right here again and their overalls and their potentials. So now is time to finish off the rest of this regular season and get us ready for the off-season and prepare for Season 3. So what we're going to do is focus less on the major league teams' performance the rest of the year, because you can see they're 21-90. They're about to go over 100 losses here in August, and we're going to go down to AAA and we're going to watch a little bit of Colson Montgomery, but mostly Roman Anthony, see if he does anything great, or Hagen Smith. And once we get to the end of the month and we have to do these September call-ups, I'm going to put Montgomery on the 40-man roster, and we're going to get his major league debut out of the way in September and get everything prepped so that he can be on the big team next year. So he will definitely be a focus once we get to spring training. I haven't decided if Hagen Smith's going to make that jump yet or not. As you can see, he's already up to a 78 overall. I'd really like to get that walks per nine and home runs per nine and clutch up in the 60s, but we'll see what his final ratings are at the end of the season. And we may have both these guys up in the majors next year. He's clearly the best starting pitcher we have on the team. I just don't know if I want to have both of them having their rookie seasons in the same year. Montgomery has to go up. He's already 23, going to be 24 next season, so we don't want to waste all those good years. Where Hagen has, if he spends part of a year next year in the minors, it's not the worst thing. Madrano's progressing really well. That hits per nine, I'd like to see that up in the 60s before we send him up to AAA. So he might even start next year in AA at the start of the year and move him up as the year goes. Kind of wait and see how that process works out. But anyway, we're going to get in here, and I will play some of these games or watch some of these games, and we'll hop back in as highlights dictate. We're at Green Valley Stadium as the Charlotte Knights will take on the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs again. I will show you every at-bat for both Roman Anthony and Colson Montgomery in this game, and hopefully Anthony can do something at the plate. He's a little bit shy when we watch, but he plays great in the sim. And on the mound for the Iron Pigs is Elvis Pacheco. You see he's 4-5 with a 5.05 ERA, but those 81 strikeouts in 66 innings, great strikeout rate for him. Anthony up here in the first, a man on already. Ground ball off the pitcher, pick and throw to first, and there's going to be one down. Unfortunate there. Hit the ball hard right up the middle, but right off the pitcher. And that's going to bring up Colson Montgomery. Hitting respectable 278 here. RBI chance. Man on second and one out. 2-1 pitch is going to be hit down the left field line, drifting, and just fair, lands on the line. And he's going to be held to a single. Thought he might try for two there, but he did get the RBI as he drops that right on the line. Great placement. Now we're going to jump to the top of the third. Roman Anthony up with 2 outs, and he's going to swing through a pitch and strike out the end of the inning. Now Monty up here leading off the top of the fourth. Still 1-0 Knights. And he's going to take strike 3 right down the middle at the knees on a slider. Good pitch from Pacheco. Anthony up now in the top of the 6th inning. 1 out. Ash is in on the mound. 3-1 pitch is outside for ball 4. So he finally gets on base this game. Does something positive. Now to bring up Montgomery now. 1 on, 1 out. Nothing lead. Pitch from Ash is check swing, throw down, and Anthony's going to be out. Ooh, I thought he got his hand in there. The umpire said no. Now Montgomery's up with nobody on and 2 out, and he's going to hit a pop-up on the infield. Third baseman's going to run over and take care of that. And what started as a possible fun inning turned into be nothing. And we head to the top of the 9th. See Anthony 0 for 2 with a walk. Montgomery on deck, 3-2 pitch, and he swings through that for his second strikeout of the game. He is just horrendous when we watch. Someone who's not horrendous when we watch is Colson Montgomery now. 1 out, 1-0 game, and he's going to hit a pop foul up the third base line. And Stubbs is going to go under it, and that's the third out. So you head to the bottom of the ninth. Leone in trying to save the game, and there's a fly ball to the left, and he does just that. So the Knights hang on to win 1-0. Only run scored on that little blooper by Montgomery down the line in the first. Schoenle gets the win. Leone with his 6th save. We just moved him to the closer role recently. And the Knights win. And now we have another critical situation here. Charlotte up 2-1. Bottom of 9. Dominic Leone on the mound. Christian Arroyo on the first. Louis Rulli, who's in our last draft class. And he's going to take strike 3 right down the middle. Rulli was that discovered player that we found that got drafted by the Phillies before we could get to our pick in the second. And here's a Tyrone Taylor shot into center field. Zavala's going to grab, throw the ball in. And it's going to be runners at the corners now with 1 out. Iron Pigs trying to rally in this game. Next up, Ethan Wilson. And he's going to take strike 3. Knights trying to pitch around this. Men on first and third rally. And that's going to be it for Leone. He threw a lot of pitches so far. Over 20 pitches in the inning. Then comes Jimmy Lambert. He's got 16 holds. He's going to try and get a save here. Men at the corners. 2 outs. Bubba Kennedy up. Lambert's pitch. And oh my. I don't think that's where he wanted it. That's going to be a walk-off 3-run homer, and the Pigs rally to win. Thought they had the game won. And the Knights all late. Now we have another situation here. Bottom of the 9th, this time home against Memphis. 2 on, 2 outs. Roman Anthony at the plate. See what he can do here against Kyle Leahy. First pitch from Leahy on the way. Anthony hits one down to first base, easy grounder, and that's going to be the third out. Redbirds hang on and win. Let's hop down to Double-A here and check out this game. 1-0 win for Birmingham. Anthony Medrano, 7 1/3 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 4 Ks. Great start for him. Let's go look at his stats on the season. You can see he's progressing really well. +3 across the board. He's 10-7 with a 2.61 ERA, 140 hits and 158 innings, only 26 walks. Gotta love what he's done so far. Let's look at some of the other pitchers down there. Ricky McCann, progressing well as well at 14-4, 2.59 ERA. Gotta love that. Only 8 home runs allowed. And his brother, Kevin McCann, missed about a month and a half with an injury, but he's 4-3 with a 2.75 ERA. 33 walks is a bit high. And Trey Mageau is going to be going on the DL, suffered a shoulder separation. He's going to be out 2 to 3 months. And let's take a look at this box score. Charlotte against Memphis, 6-5 win for the Knights. And Roman Anthony, there you go, 3 for 3, drives in a run, steals 2 bases, always does great in the sim. He's progressing well across the board. 25 doubles is great, 7 home runs is not, 84 strikeouts is not, and a 366 slugging is not what we wanted when we got that trade. Here's Montgomery, +8 power against lefties, 26 doubles, 15 home runs, and yeah, he's getting ready to go to the majors soon. Hagen Smith, 8-11, 3.78 ERA, 152 Ks, 157 innings. Edgar Caro struggling just a bit, hitting 238 with only a 360 slug there. Let's hop ahead to another game here with Roman Anthony. Facing Biloxi, you got 2 on, 1 out here in the 5th. And he swings a pitch in the dirt, and both runners are going to move up. A wild pitch? No, they're going to give him a double steal. Mendick and Montgomery steal their way into scoring position. So now we have 2 on, 1 out. Base hit will score 2. And it's going to be a ground ball up the middle. Second baseman grabs, throw to first. And that's at least a productive out for Anthony as he drives in the 4th run of the game. They're going to quick manage the rest of this game. Anthony here in the 8th. Of course he singles because we're not watching. Caro flies out. Elko strikes out. Kath strikes out. Head to the 9th here. Gonzalez flies out. Zavala grounds out. Chavis gets a single. Mendick with a single. Montgomery doubles, drives in 2. Pitching change, and Anthony makes an out. So Montgomery comes through again. It's 7-2 victory for the Knights. At least Anthony drove somebody in. Let's look at this box score. 2 hits for Mendick, 2 hits for Chavis, including a home run. Kath with a home run. Mendick and Montgomery with that double steal. Hagen Smith, 1 run in 7 innings, 7 hits, no walks, 5 Ks. And I wanted to show you this real quick. White Sox lose their 100th game of the season, and who do they lose to? Boston and Garrett Crochet. Quick peek at this box score. We did have 9 hits, but couldn't drive anybody in. Kolick blows the game late, or at least made it 4-1. Crochet, 1 run, 6 hits, no walks, 5 Ks in 6 innings. He's now 9-8. And we're back to Double-A. Barons beat Biloxi 11-2. Anthony Medrano, 2 runs, none earned, 4 hits, no walks, 5 Ks in 7 innings. He's now 11-7. And Terrell Tatum broke his hand. He's going to miss 1 to 2 months. Put him on the DL. Look at the box score. This was the very next day. You can see a bunch of guys, a couple hits there. And Kevin McCann, great start, 1 run, 9 innings, complete game. And another sim game and another great game by Anthony. Goes 2 for 3 with a walk, a triple and an RBI. Unreal. And the Barons, a 3-2 win over Biloxi. See a home run by Podkul. And Ricky McCann this time up to 15-5 with a 2.63 ERA with another great start. Gotta love our first 3 picks from this last season. And we're going to quick manage a game here against Worcester. Sean Burke's going to be on the mound for the Knights. First batter, fly out. Myers hits a solo homer. Kurtz grounds out. Grissom singles. Vanellis makes an out. Go to the bottom of the inning. Mendick reaches on an error. Montgomery strikes out. Anthony flies out. 3 down. Jordan grounds out. Montgomery walks. Donahoe, fielder's choice. No runs there. Elko strikes out. Kath with a hit. Gonzalez flies out. And there's 3. Got a ground out, a walk. Nick Kurtz up. He walks. Grissom, 2 on, 1 out. And they get out of that inning. Fly out. Ground out. Montgomery 3rd out. So White Sox having trouble getting anything going. Montgomery the 2-out single, an error. McGuire makes a 3rd out. Anthony reaches on an error. Fly out, strike out, nothing going for the White Sox. I'm sorry, for the Knights. Struggling with my team names here. Bottom of the 6th and nothing doing there. Grissom leads off with a hit. Pop out, fly out. Bottom of the 6th, Mendick singles. Montgomery doubles. 2nd and 3rd, Anthony sack fly, evens the game up. Ground out, single, men at the corners. Wes Kath singles, somehow doesn't score a run. Bases loaded now, Gonzalez, 2 outs, and he makes a 3rd out. Head to the 7th, single by McDonough. McGuire walks. Double by Gold, drives in both. Sack bunt gets him to 3rd. Single by Kurtz makes it 4-1. Double by Grissom, and this is where I forgot to bring in a reliever earlier, and we suffered giving up 4 runs there in the 7th. Into the bottom of the inning, ground out, fly out, 3 outs. Montgomery walks, McDonough strikes out, McGuire pops out, Gold makes a 3rd out. Ground out, strike out, 3 outs. Charlotte offense is just not doing it. Going to take Jared Kelly out, throwing a lot of pitches here. Bring in Jimmy Lambert. Gives up a single, fielder's choice. Fly out. Grissom doubles in another run. Then a walk and another single. 7-1 now, bottom of the 9th. Elko doubles. Kath with a 2-run homer makes it 7-3. Might be a little too late. Pitching change. Gonzalez walks. Zavala flies out. Chavis pops out. And Mendick makes a 3rd out as the Red Sox beat the Knights 7-3. A little mismanagement on my part on the pitching there. See 4 hits for Vaughn Grissom. Great game for him. Dane Myers with a home run. Brubaker pitched well. 2 hits for Elko, 3 for Kath, including the home run. Burke left him in too long. And Lambert gave up 2 late runs. And now we've reached the last game of Colson Montgomery's AAA career. Going to add him to the 40-man roster after this game and get him called up to the majors. So let's hop in here, watch his ABs, and see how he does with his very last game in AAA. I'm going to quick manage up to his ABs each time. So we get a walk, a line out, strike out. Grissom makes a 3rd out. Mendick grounds out. So now, oh, sorry about that. Accidentally simmed Montgomery's ground out, so we'll catch him next time. Boston not doing much either. Got 1 on and 2 out. Now it's 2 on, 2 out. A single by McDonough is going to give him a 1-0 lead. Get a walk and a strikeout. Strikeout. Another walk. Chavis makes a third out. Keep this game close. Error. Strikeout and a single. They got 2 on and 1 out. Fielder's choice. Double by Teal's going to drive home 2. Now it's 3-0. Mendick hits a homer to bring it back to a 3-1 game. So let's see what Montgomery does here. Already got 1 run in. Nobody out. Brubaker on the mound here. And he's going to hit a line drive in his center field. And that's going to be the first out of the inning. And while we're at it, let's take a look at Roman Anthony's ABs. We might watch all of his ABs in this game too. See if he can actually do something. There's strike 1 high. He's very camera shy if you haven't noticed. The 0-1 pitch from Brubaker. And it's going to be a ground ball to first. Kurtz is going to grab. Easily step on the bag for the second out. And we'll finish off with the quick sim as we get back to Montgomery's next AB. Benny Montgomery walks. Fielder's choice and strikeout. 3 outs. Elko, 1 out. Kath with a hit. Gonzalez with a walk. A little rally going here. Strikeout. Double by Chavis. Makes it 3-3. Mendick strikes out the end of the inning. All right, well, we battled back. Lower half of the order, doing well. Red Sox 2 on, 1 out. Teal up. And this time I'm not going to mess around. We're going to go to the bullpen. Bring in somebody else. Let's bring in Max Roberts. He's usually done pretty well for us. 2 on, 1 out. Going to face 2 lefties in a row here. Walks, loads the bases from Danielis. Fielder's choice. No run scored. He got him out at the plate, and he pitched out of the jam. There we go. All right, Montgomery leading off the 5th. 3-3 tie. And it's going to be a base hit up the middle. There we go. He has no problem when we watch games. So we get the leadoff man on for Anthony. We're going to watch his AB. There we go, Monty. Acknowledging the fans. His last game here down in Charlotte. Anthony's going to hit a fly ball in the center field, drifting back to the track, to the wall. Oh, running catch by the center fielder. Great play by Montgomery. Montgomery has to go back, and nothing happens for the Knights the rest of that inning. So we head to the top of the 6th. 2-out hit batter. New pitcher, Jared Kelly, comes in and gets out of it. Bottom of the order got some runs last time. Zavala double. Chavis singles. First and second. I don't know why he didn't move up on the play. 2 outs, and Montgomery's going to come in now. So man at second, man at first. 2 out, tie game. And it's going to be a little looper in the left. That's going to drop in front of the left fielder. Throw's going to come home, but that's going to be late. And Montgomery comes through again. Second hit of the day. Gives the Knights a 4-3 win. Gives the Knights a 4-3 lead. Now Anthony up again with 2 on, 2 out. And he's going to hit a pop fly in the center field, drifting back near the edge of the warning track. And that's going to be 3 outs. Of course, he doesn't come through in the clutch again. And Nick Kurtz leads off the 7th with a solo to tie the game quickly. Just like that. All that work for nothing. Grissom strikes out. Teal walks. Benalis flies out. 2 outs. Montgomery's up. And there's a 2-run shot. So now we're down 6-4. Kelly, 2 homers and a walk in the inning, and they're going to bring in Tuki Toussaint to try and finish this inning off. She does. Now Charlotte down 2 again. Got 2 men on, men at the corners. Wes Kath strikes out. Gonzalez is going to bring in the lefty to face the next 2 batters. Double play gets him out of the jam. Hopefully Toussaint. Now they're going to replace him with Navarro. Single and a walk. Myers flies out. Opper comes in. He walks Kurtz. So now we have bases loaded, 1 out. And Grissom doubles in all 3. It's 9-4 Red Sox. Wow. Bullpen giving it up here in the late innings. Single and a walk. And a single by Mendick's going to drive and a run. And that's going to bring up Montgomery again with another man in scoring position. Tying run. Anthony's on deck. Takes strike 1. Can't wait to see him bat in the major leagues. Rodriguez pitch, and that's going to be a line out to the pitcher. Throw to first, and he's doubled off. Oh, my. Wow. How unfortunate was that? Stuck his glove up, catches, doubles the guy off. And now Anthony's up with a man on second and 2 outs. And he's going to hit a ground ball to third. That's going to be the third out of the inning. And the Red Sox dodge a huge bullet there. Sim out the rest of this game. 2 more walks and a double makes it 11-5 Red Sox. Strada comes in, gives up a walk, 2 men on. Lambert's going to come in. Double play. What an ugly 7th, 8th, and 9th inning for the Knights. This game was tied, and now it's 11-5. And a single by Zavala is going to score another run. Walk. Mendick's up. And fielder's choice. So the Red Sox hang on to win 11-6. Check this box score. A lot of hits there. 2 by Kurtz. 3 by McDonough. Home run by Kurtz and Montgomery. Brubaker pitched okay. Their bullpen did give up a couple of runs. We had a ton of guys with multiple hits, including Zavala with 3. Mendick with a home run. A couple of errors, though. Burke did not pitch poorly, but Kelly did. Navarro did. Estrada did. The bullpen was gross. All right, now it's time. It's time to add Montgomery. Let's look at his final AAA stats. 278, 29 doubles, 17 home runs, 61 walks, slugging .459. Even threw in 10 steals with no caught stealing. Take a look over here. 5.2 WAR. Great AAA season for Montgomery. And it's time to put him on the 40-man roster, get him up to the majors, and see what he can do at the end of the season. And quick look here. This is what we're going to do in the lineup in the majors. Montgomery's going to lead off, play short. We're going to move Brito to third, and Vasquez is going to the bench against both lefties and righties. You can see Brito again at third, and Vasquez on the bench. And you'll see right here, he's going to make his Major League debut at Detroit against the Tigers. Before we get to that game, let's take a look at the top 100 prospects. You can see the White Sox have the top 4 guys on all of Major League Baseball, and Kevin McCann's down at 11. So 5 guys essentially in the top 10. Got to love that. We're going to have at least 2 of those guys in the majors soon. Montgomery's going to be up right now. Hagen Smith will be up some point next year. Anthony Medrano and Ricky McCann and Kyle McCann are a little bit further down, maybe another year or so. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this game. Watch Colson Montgomery make his MLB debut against the Tigers. It is time. Welcome everybody to Detroit, Michigan, where the Chicago White Sox will be taking on the Detroit Tigers. You can see our wonderful record of 31-106, but the main reason we're here today is for this guy, Colson Montgomery, our top prospect in the organization, is making his Major League debut. Cannot wait to see how he does. There's the recap of his AAA stats. Hit 278 with 17 home runs, 65 RBIs, threw in 10 steals, wasn't caught once. OPS 825, and on the mound for Detroit is going to be lefty Brian Herter. You can see he's only pitched in 1 game. He's 0-1 with a 3 ERA. And Montgomery is going to be batting leadoff today for the White Sox, so we're not going to have to wait very long to see him as he steps in here. Top of the first. Herter's 1-1 pitch is going to be a ground ball to second base. Easy scoop and throw, and just like that, his first MLB at-bat is in the books. Now we're going to hop ahead to the 3rd inning. Second at-bat, grounded out in the first. Still looking for that first Major League hit. 3-2 pitch from Herter, and he swings and misses the inside fastball. And that's his first strikeout in the majors. We're going to go now to the bottom of the inning. Got a man on first and 2 outs. Holt Keith hits a ground ball. First play at short for Montgomery. Handles it flawlessly. So he's gotten his first 2 at-bats and his first fielding chance. Now we're going to go to the 5th. We got men in scoring position, 1st and 3rd, 2 out. Swings through another highest fastball and strikes out. 0 for 3 so far with 2 Ks. Might be a little overmatched at the moment. We'll find out. Now we're in the bottom of the 5th. Detroit with a man on first and 1 out. Pitch from Weiler. Ground ball to second. Flip to Monty at second. Throw to first. And just like that, his first double play. So a lot of firsts, just not getting his first hit. But he is not overmatched in the field. Maybe slightly at bat, but his glove is always going to play. The White Sox lead 1-0 after 5. Now we hop ahead to the 7th inning. Matthew Nelson up with 1 on, 2 out. Flores' pitch, and that baby is out of here. Just like that, we have a tie ball game. I know that's not Montgomery, but I wanted to show you something else that was very positive in this game. Matthew Nelson's second Major League home run goes .415. We have a tie ball game. See, Koperniak scored on a play. Monty greeting them at home. That'll bring him in. Base is empty. Now it's a tie ball game. 2 outs. Wilmer Flores' 2-1 pitch is on the way. And it's a foul ball down the left field line. We'll reset and do it one more time. Flores to Montgomery. And he swings through the cutter and strikes out for the 3rd time. But Matthew Nelson hits that 2-run shot. Gets us back to an even game as we head to the bottom of the 7th. And batting now Spencer Torkelson with 2 outs. 3-2 pitch from Nolan McLean. And he's going to hit a shot to left, and this ball is gone. Got all of that one, and that's going to put Detroit up 4-3. Matthew Nelson does all the work. Torkelson undoes it with 1 swing, and you can see the Tigers win 4-3. Wilmer Flores with the win, McLean with the loss. Tyler Holton, 34 saves. And while it wasn't the strongest debut by Colson Montgomery, he did have a couple of really good plays in the field. Strikes out 3 times. There's the home run by Nelson, steal by Koperniak. Wiles did not pitch bad, but McLean, 2 runs, blows the game. Maybe we'll do it again tomorrow. Hopefully it's better. All right, first game is in the book. Let's see what he does against Tarek Skubal. It's a tough ask to get his first major league hit off. Skubal is one of the best pitchers in the league, but we'll see if we can do it here. We're going to keep following Montgomery until he gets at least his first hit in the majors. And we're going to quick sim this game and just jump in when Montgomery's due up, and he's hitting leadoff, so we'll jump in right away. All right, Montgomery facing Skubal. First pitch of the ball game. Takes a strike on the outside corner. All right, 2-0 count now. Skubal to Montgomery. First batter of the game. And here's a ground ball to second base. He's got it. Throws and gets him for the first out. So Monty's 0 for 5 to start his major league career. Nothing for Detroit in the second. Go to the 3rd. Matthew Nelson leading off. And Nelson doubles. That's going to bring up Montgomery. So we got a man on second. Nobody out here in the 3rd. Montgomery's a tying run at the plate here early on. Takes strike 1 down low. Now Skubal, 2-2 count to Montgomery here. Man on second, nobody out. There's a fly ball in the left field. Drifting back. Riley Green is going to have it. Runner holds at second. That's the first out of the inning. Montgomery up here in the 5th. 2 outs. Detroit up 2-0. 0 for 2, but he's put the ball in play. 1-0 pitch from Skubal. Foul. And the 2-2 pitch from Skubal on the way to Montgomery. And there's a fly ball in the center field. Meadows drifting back. Settles under it, and that's going to be the 3rd out. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. Detroit leads 2-0. Head to the 8th inning. Still 2-0 Detroit. First 2 batters out, so let's get Montgomery up here now. 2 outs, nobody on, trailing 3-0. Montgomery up, 2 outs here in the 8th, trailing 3-0. And there's a smash into right center field. That's going to get down and go all the way to the wall. It's going to have his first major league hit right here. Throw comes back in, and Montgomery's in his second with a double. There we go. That's what I've been waiting for. First major league hit. Colson Montgomery off Tarek Skubal. Yes, get that out of the way. Now we don't have to stress about it. Let me take the ball. We'll save that. I'm going to send that home to Mom and Dad. Here's a replay right down the middle. Gets the bat out there. Nice swing. Drives the ball into the gap. Should see a lot of that in his career. That brings up Juan Brito, man on second. 2 out. 3-2 pitch from Skubal is smashed up the middle. Diving stop by the second baseman. And that's going to prevent a run from scoring. Brito's going to reach on an infield hit, but Montgomery had to stop at third. So now Sox have men at the corners. 2 outs. It's going to bring the tying run to the plate. Pinckney's 1 for 3 with a double, trying to bring the Sox back into this game. 0-1 pitch from Skubal. It's going to be a ground ball past the second baseman. That's going to score Montgomery. There's the first run in the majors as well. And now it's 3-1. That'll bring up the go-ahead run to the plate. And that's going to be it for Skubal. He's going to leave the game. He's got a 3-1 lead. Runners at the corners. They're going to go to their bullpen and try and nail this down. And they're going to bring in Alex Lang out of the pen. You can see he has 10 holds, 1 and 2, 6.35 ERA. That's really rough. He's been in the minors most of the year. Ryan Ward, first baseman's up. 2 on, 2 out. Takes a knuckle curve for a strike. All right, Lang has a 1 and 2 count on Ward. 2 on, 2 out. Go ahead run at the plate. And there's a shot into right field that's going to get by the right fielder and go all the way to the wall. It's going to score at least 1. Here's the relay in. And we're going to have a tie ball game, folks, as he is safe. Just like that. We were down 3-1. Nobody on base. Montgomery gets it going with a double. And now we have a tie ball game. Now bring up Brett Auerbach. Trying to give the Sox the lead here. We got the go-ahead run at second. 2 outs here in the 8th. 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed. That sinker really dove in on him and struck him out, but White Sox rally, come back, and tie this game. Colson Montgomery, his first major league hit, first major league run. As we go to the bottom of the 8th. And Montgomery is going to lead off the inning, and Wilmer Flores going to come in. He faced him yesterday, struck him out too. See, he's 1-0, that win coming yesterday. Montgomery trying to get it going here in the 10th. 3-3 tie. There's a shot down the right field line. Just foul. Oh, my. Bidding for back-to-back doubles. Missed it by about 3 feet. Now the count's even, 2-2. Flores has pitched to Montgomery. And there's a fly ball in the center field. Center fielder drifting in. Shallow fly ball. Oh, and he gets it. Long way to go there. And that's the first out. Go to the 11th. Get a walk and a double play and a strikeout. Sweeney walks, steals second, and Young drives him in, and the Tigers win 4-3. Hard-fought battle for the Sox. They just couldn't come through at the end. Let's check out the box score here. See what everybody else did. Montgomery 1 for 5. Was almost 2 for 5. Got his first hit, first extra base hit, first run scored. 3 hits for Pinckney, 2 for Ward. 2 big RBIs to tie the game up. Cavalli pitched great. Bullpen pitched great. They just were outlasted by the Tigers. So we got our first hit from Montgomery. I'm going to give him a rest. He was pretty tired coming into these 2 games. And we'll pick back up in Colorado and see if we can get our first home run. All right, we're in game 2 at Colorado. Rockies won the first game. Montgomery had a hit, but he did not get a home run. So we're going to pick up game 2. In the top of the first, Montgomery leading off, facing Chase Dollander, which if you followed Fiend Franchise's Rockies series, you're well familiar with Dollander. So let's hop into this game and see what Montgomery can do here at Coors Field. Broke out the old throwback 1971 red and powder blue uniforms. There's a fly ball on the left, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. All right, we're going to hop ahead to the 3rd inning. Montgomery leading off. Rockies put up 7 runs in the bottom of the 1st and 2nd combined. And he swings through the first pitch. Shane Drohan got absolutely torched. 7 runs in an inning and a 3rd. See if the Rockies can hold that or if the White Sox can battle back. It's Coors Field after all. 1-2 pitch from Dollander on the way, and that's strike 3. Tried to check his swing, but he said he went around. And that's the first out of the inning. All right. We're in the 6th inning. Now 9-2 Rockies. Montgomery leading off the inning for the 3rd time. And this is a shot deep to right, and this boy is out of here. Just like that, Colson Montgomery, first Major League home run.
You can put it on the board, yes!
Of course he hits it off Dollander, because that's what he used to do for the Rockies, to give up a lot of long balls. Celebrate that trot around the bases. First Major League home run. That's why I wanted to follow him here to Colorado. Figured that was going to be his best bet. That makes it 9-3. Watch this replay. Right down the middle, didn't miss, hits at 395. Right over the scoreboard in right field. And of course, they give him the cold shoulder like they do all rookie home runs. There we go. Here we are in the 8th inning now. Kasevich led off with a double. It's 10-3 Rockies. One on, nobody out. Swung on a miss for strike one. Lambert's 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Strikes out again. And that's the ball game as the Rockies win 10-4. Dollander improves to 5-12. Shane Jorhan drops to 5-21. My goodness, 21 losses. Let's check the box score on this game. And you see Montgomery, 1 for 4. Home run and 2 strikeouts. Whole host of guys with 1 hit. Perniak also homered. Jorhan and McLean were horrible. 10 runs and 4 2/3. Rocky side, Jones 2 hits, 3 hits by Doyle, 3 hits by Bouchard, home run by Tolia. Dollander, not a bad outing at all. White Sox lose. We got our first home run by Colson Montgomery. Now we're going to watch Colson Montgomery have his first home game in Chicago against the dreaded Yankees. Let's hop in here and see how he does in front of the home crowd for the first time. Here's Montgomery, first time playing in front of the home fans. Leading off. And Clark Schmidt's 2-2 pitch is on the way. And it's a ground ball to third. Knocked down by Chisholm. Throw to first. And he gets him by a half step. And that's the first out here in the first inning. And we're back here in the bottom of the second inning. Sox have 2 runs in, 2 on, and 2 out. Montgomery trying to drive in his first run at home. Clark Schmidt's 3-1 pitch is on the way. And that's high, ball 4. So Montgomery draws the walk. That's going to load the bases. Sox trying to break this game open early. Now Juan Brito comes up, bases loaded, 2 outs, full count here in the bottom of the second. Runners are off with the pitch. That's a fly ball in the left field. It's going to drift over and have it to end the inning. But the Sox play 2 to take the lead. All right, Montgomery's back up here in the 5th with 1 out already. 1-1 count. Schmidt's pitch is swung on a miss for strike 2. Montgomery 0 for 1 with a walk today. Trying to get things going here in the 5th. 1 out, nobody on. Down in the count, 1-2 to Schmidt. Here's the pitch. That's a smash to short, line drive caught. That's the second out of the inning. Nice snag by Volpe. All right, going to hop ahead to the 7th here with 1 on, 1 out. Sox up 3-0. Montgomery 0 for 2 with a walk. Looking for that first home base hit. Marcus Stroman on the mound. 2-1 pitch is a fly ball in the left field towards the corner. Left fielder chasing it, and he's got it. Throws the ball back in to hold the runner, and that's going to be 2 outs. And the Sox beat the Yankees 4-1. Good job, boys. Way to beat those Yankees. Montgomery does not get a hit. Does get a walk, though, in his debut in Chicago. Big thing is that they got to win. See Drohan 6-21. Schmidt's 10-10. Fulmer gets his 17th save. Look at this box score. 2 hits for Torres. That was a home run in the 9th inning. 2 for Trevino. Schmidt didn't pitch terrible. Chicago side, 2 hits for Toribio. Home run by Ryan Ward. Drohan 7 shutout innings. Patino gave up that home run. Fulmer finishes it off to get the save. Sox get a dub. And the Sox drop 7-0 Game 2 to the Yankees. Nestor Cortez with a shutout. Jazz, Chisholm, and Judge with home runs. Montgomery, 3 hits. 3 of the 5 hits for Montgomery. So finally gets his first home hit. And Game 3 of this 4-game series, the Yankees win 6-4. Colson Montgomery, 1 for 4 with his first home run. So that's out of the way as well. Cavalli got lit up, and so did Cheney. Now we have our first critical moment with Montgomery at the plate. 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the 9, trailing 4-3. Let's see if he can get this job done. Kennedy's first pitch is a ground ball just past the bag, foul down the third base line. You can see he's 2 for 4 with a single and a home run in this game already. trying to be the star here in the bottom of the ninth, get a walk-off winner, at least a tie. A 1 pitch. This one's past the third baseman. Oh, he knocks it down, picks it up, and it's going to be an infield hit, and we're going to have bases loaded. Thought that was going to get by him, and down in the corner, Chisholm knocks it down. Now a base hit will win the game for the White Sox. Ryan Ward comes up. Ian Hamilton trying to pitch out of this jam. Takes strike 1. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of 9, trailing by 1. Ryan Ward's already 2 for 4 in the game. Here's a smash in the left field. That's going to drop, and we're going to have a tie game. Here comes the runner from second. The throw is wide, and he's in, and the White Sox win. Walk-off win for the White Sox. They come back in the 9th. Ryan Ward, the hero, and they split the series with the Yankees. See the box score. 2 hits for Cabrera. Garrett Cole pitched well. Hamilton did not. Chicago side, 3 hits for Montgomery, 3 hits for Ward, 2 for Rincones, 2 for Colby Thomas. Home run by Rincones and Montgomery. Enlow did not pitch great, but the bullpen was stellar. And the White Sox salvage a split. All right, the Double-A season is over. Birmingham won both halves of the Southern League North Division. Not sure what that means. Maybe they get a bye and they don't have to play in that first round. Check out the stats. This will not include anybody that got shipped up to AAA during the season. But DJ Gladney rebounded, man. We were giving him a whole bunch of grief last year. And led the team in hits. Led the team in home runs, RBI, batting average, second in slugging. So, yeah, good job, DJ. Went up 5 on his contact with both, up 3 on his vision. Dropped 1 power against lefties, but hey, make himself useful. Might even be able to be used at the major league level as both outfield and corner infielder. See if he can keep developing like that. Terrell Tatum was doing much better than 266, but he got injured and missed the end of the season. But 24 steals, gotta like that. He's got great speed. If nothing else, he can provide us a backup outfielder in the majors. Not sure his D potential is going to be much better than what he is right now, but he could be a bench player and give us some speed off the bench. So we'll have to see what he does next year. Chappelle was disappointing. Robert Canning was a draft pick of ours from last year. So he went up 5 contact against righties, 5 power against both sides, 4 durability, which is good because it was low. His defense is decent, and it's progressing as well. And he only hit 3 home runs, but got to consider he's a first-year guy. I think he was a B potential, so hopefully he can make some more strides next year. Anybody else? Walco, he's a C potential guy. Veras was, he's a D potential, can play corner outfield, corner infield. Only 22, so maybe at some point he can play well enough that he could earn an upgrade to a C potential. Harvey Williams was that A potential first baseman that we drafted, had all the power. And he went up 2 against righties, so up to 70 now. His durability is up to 6. We put training in on that. He's got a ways to go. His contact is really low. His vision, discipline, and clutch are low. So he's a depth piece, organizational piece, and maybe in his late 20s he'll be somebody that's serviceable at the major league level. Pitching wise, Anthony Medrano, 13-9 with a 2.51 ERA and a 1.02 WHIP. Look at that. Almost 4 across the board, plus 6 on his Ks per 9. 168 hits in 193 innings, only 17 home runs, 30 walks, 125 strikeouts, 5 complete games, 4 shutouts. Got to love that. Anthony Medrano's up to a 74, and he's only 18 years old. Kevin McCann was our first-round pick last year. Remember, he missed about a month and a half with an injury earlier in the season, but he's going up 4 and 5 points across the board. 6 and 5, 123 innings, 111 hits. 52 walks is a little concerning, but only 5 home runs. And his brother Ricky, sorry about that. And his brother Ricky went up 7 on strikeouts per 9. He was 17 and 5. 184 hits and 189 innings, only 11 home runs, 139 Ks, 286 with a 121 whip. So the McCann brothers are doing great. Medrano, we're going to be loaded with left-handed pitchers. And Brian Dill, listed as reliever, but 63 stamina. He spent most of the year, actually all the year, starting because we had so few pitchers in the system. Not bad, not great. More hits than innings pitched, so hopefully he can improve on that. Caleb Freeman did well. Raul Franco, our draft pick. Gotta like that. Even though his strikeouts and walks were low. He a 1.64 ERA, can't complain about that. Luna, Ramsey, Rosado, and Derek Denson had 42 saves, 69 strikeouts in 55 innings, 2.62 ERA. His potential did not go up. Maybe it will in the offseason, I don't know, but he's working his way into definitely being a bullpen arm at some point in his career. Wes Kath broke his leg. He's going to miss the rest of the season. That's too bad. Again, Roman Anthony, 2 hits in the sim. Colson Montgomery, 3 for 4, another home run, 2 RBI. Loving that third spot in the order. I keep putting him in the leadoff, and the computer keeps sliding him to third, so maybe he should bat third. And on the AAA side, Charlotte Knights finished 62 and 88, next to last in the International East. They will not be going to the playoffs. Roman Anthony led the team with 135 hits, and that's just because Colson Montgomery's up in the majors, and San Diego Studios can't hold their stats in the team stats for AAA, so he kind of disappeared. But Anthony, 266, so got his average up. The 8 home runs is a bit low, not happy with that. 14 steals is probably more than I expected. Slugging under 400 is unacceptable. This is not the guy we traded for. He is going up across the board pretty much, but we're going to put more time into his power for lefty and righty for training going forward, because we need him to, doesn't have to be a 45 home run guy, but he's got to be at least 25. So we got to work on that. Walks are a bit low too. Sam Zavala started hot, slowed down to 259. Not too bad though. I mean, considering where his vision and his contact numbers are. Mendick, he's 31. He's a backup guy. Chavis didn't do much. Gonzalez was a disappointment. Elko started slow, came on strong later. Caro is a huge disappointment. We might have to look for another catcher to draft. Kath got hurt twice this year. Ortega is nothing special. Pitching wise, Hagen Smith 10 and 13 with a 3.62 ERA, almost through 200 innings. 183 hits, 193 innings, 188 strikeouts. Gotta love that. +5 on his walks per 9. He's up to a 79 overall. And I'm strongly considering putting him on the 40-man roster in the offseason and bringing him to spring training as well. So stay tuned for that. Jesse Schultens, he's a D potential 31-year-old, so he's not really a prospect. Pitched great, though. Shonley had some up and down. He's also a D potential. Trey Magoes, nothing special. Sean Burke is a C potential at 25, so he has some room to grow. And I've seen him throw some shutouts. He did really well at AA, did really well at AAA, was also in the majors this year. Didn't do too poorly, although 59 hits and 45 innings is a bit much. But I attribute some of that to the bullpen and to no offense on that team. Max Roberts pitched great. I wish he would get higher than a D potential because he pitches great all the time. Edgar Navarro, Christian Opwer, he's in D potential as well, pitching way above his ratings. Jared Kelly started really poorly. We moved him out of the closer role, put him in a long relief role, and he really took off because ERA was like 5 or 6 when we moved him out of the closer spot. That's where he had his 15 saves, but he pitched much better after we got him into the long relief. 10 home runs in 61 innings is a bit much, though. He did progress, so that's good. Stays a B potential. Jimmy Lambert pitched well. He's a D, though. Tuki Toussaint, we are not going to bring him back at $1 million for a 58 overall. And Dominic Leone, once we put him in the closer role, did great. 5 saves, so we got 30 saves between the two closers. Kind of like that. Outside of Roman Anthony, though, no one else in that AAA roster is anything I'll just send home about. And hopefully some of the guys we drafted this past summer can get on that team next year at AAA and do well. And there we are. It's Birmingham Barons, by winning the first and second half of the season, don't have to play in the first round. They get a bye. So that'll give them some much needed rest. Right, and we've reached the end of the season. The White Sox were 39-123, which is a new Major League record for losses. And it took us having an entire roster of Rule 5 draft picks to match what the real White Sox did in 2024. That's incredible. Only won 11 games in the division. Picked up their home winning because they only had 3 wins at home at one point. So had more home wins than away. So that picked up towards the second half. Still, they allowed 798 runs. And they scored over 200 runs less than everybody else in the division. So obviously run prevention and run scoring is going to be keys for us going forward. Astros won 106 games. Orioles won 109. The Red Sox won 108. My goodness, I've never seen so many teams win that. They won 108 games and they were a wild card. Wow. Oh, man. 93, 91, 95. Amazing. We had 3 American League teams win 100 games, and the freaking Red Sox, the second most wins in baseball, have to play as a wild card. That is crazy. All right, look at our Major League stats. Ryan Ward led the team, 147 hits, tied with Gabriel Rincones Jr. with 18 home runs. Rincones led in RBI. Ryan Ward led in steals. Wasn't expecting that. Batting average, Colson Montgomery comes up, plays 21 games, hits .286, 1 double, 5 home runs, 8 RBIs, did strike out 19 times. But I will definitely take that and his limited action, and he still retains Rookie of the Year candidacy eligibility for next year, so that's good. Who else was up there in RBI? Koperniak. That's a disappointment. That 62 contact, 61 power. Expected more out of that. Pinckney might be working his way into some playing time. He and Rincones were a nice surprise. Those two could platoon, one against lefties, one against righties. Toribio's batting average is, he'll probably be in the minors next year. Brito might be able to make it as a backup infielder. He can play second, short, and third. Good defense. Kasevich is nothing. Vasquez, need to get a catcher. These two guys are horrible, just horrible. So what I'm going to do in the Rule 5 draft, if I can find another catcher, we will snag one. If not, we may have to play Caro in the majors next year because this is just god-awful. Pitching side, Shane Drohan led the team with 181 innings pitched, 141 strikeouts. He was 6-22. Cade Cavalli was 1-20. Enlow was 6-19. We almost had 3 guys lose 20 games. Yikes. Bullpen side, only 1 guy had an ERA under 4. And Fulmer was doing great, and I was watching some sim games in the last month, and he was just getting hammered. So his ERA more than doubled. So look and see if we can find somebody else that can play in that role too. And it says we won an award. Let's see what that is. American League Rookie of the Year goes to Gabriel Rincones Jr. Oh my goodness. All right, MVP is Gunnar Henderson. In the National League, it's Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani wins the Cy Young. Tarek Skubal wins it in the American League. Batting title to Altuve and Xavier Edwards. Reliever of the Year to Jeff Hoffman and Cade Smith. Rookie of the Year, there you go. Gabriel Rincones beats out Ryan Ward based on his RBIs. They were almost identical. He beats him out on RBIs. Walker Jenkins, who we thought about trading for, came in third. National League side, Drew Gilbert. Ooh, that's terrible. Look at those averages. That is gross. De La Cruz, Hank Aaron Award, Bobby Witt in the American League. Gold Glove in the American League. Kasevich came in second on the American League Gold Glove at second. Don't see anybody for Silver Slugger. All right. Well, that takes care of the regular season. All right, we've reached the AA playoffs now. Anthony Medrano is going to start Game 1 against Montgomery Biscuits and J.J. Goss. Let's hop in here real quick. We're just going to sim these games. We get to a deciding game and we're leading late, then we'll hop in and take a look at that. But game 1, Medrano. We win 8-6. He gets the win. Check out the box score. Tatum back off the injury, gets on, scores twice. Camilletti hits a home run, 3-run homer. Gladney hits a triple. Gallany, third baseman, hits a home run. Robert Canning, a rookie catcher, hits a home run. Medrano only goes 5, but he gets the win because the bullpen did their job. So there we go. Game 1 down. Game 2, we got Ricky McCann against Neoniel Current. And we win that one, 5-2. Camilletti hits his second home run of the playoffs. Tatum, 3 more hits, 3 more RBI. McCann, 2 runs in 7 innings, 8 hits, no walks, 7 Ks. Denson, his second save in 2 games. And game 3, is this a deciding game 3? Kevin McCann, our first round pick against Trevor Martin. No, we lose 3-1. 2 hits for Camilletti. He's doing great. Another home run. He's homered in every game of the series so far. McCann did not pitch bad. 6 walks is a bit much. We just didn't have enough offense. All right. Game 4, Gus Varland. Wait a minute. We got to fix that. That is not who's pitching. All right. Got our rotation fixed. So now game 4, Garrett Shonley against Brody Hopkins. Do they finish it off? Yes, they do. The Barons win the Southern League Championship. 12-5 win. 3 for 6 for Camilletti with 4 RBI. The dude went nuts in the playoffs. Podkul 2 hits, Chappelli 2 hits, Gallany 3 hits, 2 for Carlos Perez, 3 for Gusenberg. Shonley was okay. Ibanez was okay. Lambert comes in, 2 innings, gets a save. All right, well, there you go. So, AA team failed last year, and they finished it off this year. Let's head to the end of the postseason for Major Leagues and see who wins the World Series. And the Yankees have defeated the Phillies 4-1 to win the World Series. Let's see what the awards are here. Aaron Judge, World Series MVP. Oswaldo Cabrera, American League Playoff MVP. Trey Turner, National League Playoff MVP. So Judge, World Series MVP. There you go. Yankees win. And that's going to wrap it up for this second season of the Chicago White Sox Draft Only franchise. Hope you guys enjoyed the journey so far. I have. I'm really enjoying this. Next episode, we will hop in and do the entire offseason. We'll re-sign our guys. We will look to see if there's anybody in the Rule 5 draft we might be interested in. We will also do the draft lottery to see where we pick. And then we will get into spring training and we will see Colson Montgomery do some batting in the spring. And if I decide to put Hagen Smith on the 40-man and invite him to spring training, you'll definitely see him pitch in spring as well. I just haven't decided yet. I'm going to take a couple days to think that over. Anyway, if you liked everything you've seen, please hit like, subscribe, comment, notification bell so you know when the next video comes out. And I will see you next time on Chicago White Sox Draft Only Franchise.